becoming like an e-boy or something and starting a podcast and calling it Thoughtcast.
Thoughtcast.
Yeah, like THOTCAST.
Damn. What would you do on it?
I don't know, man. I don't know what I'd do.
I feel like me and you have the potential for like a very good podcast, but people just don't believe in us, you know?
Well, yeah, because we can talk about a lot of bullshit and it's perfect. That's all people do in podcasts.
I guess we just have like, I don't know, we conversate about things and then subjects just pop out into our heads.
Yeah.
See, I feel like you and me, Ben, we understand each other, you know, unlike the others.
Okay, so, I mean, if you were to do a podcast, who do you think would be on there?
Not Archie.
Yeah, definitely not. He's out of the picture. Do you want to know, like, okay, so originally there was literally like 5 people, like, in, like, I don't know, gang, let's say.
Gang.
Do you want to know who's in there? So in that gang, there was me, there was Kieran, there was Josh, the lazy admin, there was Billy,
Yeah.
and there was Archie. Me, Kieran, and Billy made a literal DM call just to get away to Archie from Archie. And then Josh found out about it, so we had to invite him. And then Archie found out. And then everything just went wrong from there.
What terms are you on with Archie?
Honestly, I mean, like, I've known him for like since I was 4. That's like 12 years.
Damn.
That's a long time, but he's annoying as fuck. And I don't really like him that much, to be honest. He's not the greatest person. Like, being completely honest, like, I would like rather live with Kieran.
I feel like Archie's the type of friend you didn't get to choose.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much what happened, you know. I feel like, because in like my primary school, there was the girls, you know, and then there was the boys, and then like in the boys though, it was like split in two of like sort of gangs again. It's like everything's a gang war, okay?
Yeah.
And I was part of one of them, and then Archie was part of like, but he was just there. And for some reason, somehow, I ended up with Archie. I don't know how. Oh yeah, no. I ended up with Archie because me and him went to the same high school and were the only people that actually spoke to each other that went to the same high school. So I got stuck with him.
So it wasn't by choice.
It was not by choice, no.
To be honest,
Archie's... Do you know what's even worse?
What?
Because like there was the whole joke, you know, like still is sort of me fucking a furry. You know what he thinks he has the authority to do? He thinks he has the authority to go to like Disneyland a long time ago and buy me a Judy Hopps teddy. Thinks he has the authority to do that. And you know what's even better?
What?
My mum saw it. You know what's also not good?
What?
I have no, like, well, I mean, I've got space in my room now, but it's empty. So I had like no space in my room, so I don't have anywhere to put it. So I had to just like stuff it behind a pillow. My comb is also next to my mattress. So my mum found that too. It was not a good day. It really was not.
Oh god. I feel like you remind me of what that guy said, that he he came on the bed, and then his father walked in, sat next to him on the bed, and says he laid
I'm
his
that
hand
guy.
in the comb,
Yeah.
and then his dad goes, "What's this?" And then the son goes, "Oh, just some ice cream. I must have spilt it." Then the dad licks his fingers and goes, ice cream."
Yeah. For some reason, Billy seems to think that my room is just like made of cum or something. He just
Has he
thinks
been in
that.
your room?
He's never been to my house. He's never been in my house, never seen my house. But he thinks it's covered in cum. The only people that have been in my house is Archie, another friend from school, and that's it.
Why was Archie in your house?
Oh, ages ago, I don't even fucking remember. I've been to Archie's house. I'm telling you, man, that place. Okay, so you know in Tarkov how when you walk to a building, you just shit everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much Archie's house. It's like a building in Tarkov where it's broken. Billy's house is actually like all well, sort of organized. His brother's room is a room in Tarkov because
Yeah.
Billy's room. The last time I saw it, he literally had like Coke cans and Dr Pepper like overflowing his trash can. So his room's also trash. And for some reason, he has like a garage. There's no
Right.
car in the garage. There's like Dr. Pepper and water instead of a car.
Oh.
Yeah, in Karen's house. Okay, so Karen, you don't want to go near Karen's house.
What's wrong with Kieran's house?
Some people stole his wheelie bin.
They stole his wheelie bin.
Yeah, and his dad had to get it back. So you don't want to go to Karen's house. Josh, I don't know. No one knows anything about him.
He's super intelligent, but also very anonymous.
Yeah, I mean, like, no one knows where he lives. We don't even know each other's favorite color.
Yeah, imagine like you're walking home one day. He hands you a briefcase, says "Take this," and runs away. That's how
Right,
ominous I feel like Josh should be.
yeah, but he's very much a mummy's boy. Like
Ah,
he really is. Like I'm pretty sure he gets picked up. He got picked up from school. He got dropped off to school. He got a packed lunch, man.
packed lunch, fucking luxury.
Yeah, I know. And I sat there at high school eating chewing gum. That's all I ate. I'm not even joking. I had chewing gum on me at all times.
I have to eat the fucking school free lunches, but they're cardboard tasting as fuck.
Bro, your school had the free lunches. In high school, we had to pay for that shit. High school is just not good at all. Primary school's way better.
Primary school was the shit.
Assuming that, I mean, pretty much everyone in the world, but how was the fidget spinner craze in your school?
Oh, dude, it started off in primary school, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I remember everyone was having those, and then it took me 6 months to get a fidget spinner myself, and by the end of the time, the trend died, and I was really disappointed. So there was no point for me to having it.
Yo, same happened to me. Okay, so like, I ordered, so when the fidget spinner thing was going around, it was in my high school, like maybe year 8. I don't know. Do you guys have grades in Ireland? Because I feel like you're just, I mean, we use pounds. We're weird.
use euros.
Yeah, you use euros. Do you have grades or do you have years?
We get our grades are determined on like say to America's like A plus, A minus, C minus. Like,
No, I don't mean like 4, 5, 6. I mean, I don't mean like those type of grades. I mean like, because there's like a year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do you get,
oh
and America has like grade 1 to 12.
yeah,
Do you have grades or years?
we have years.
Yeah, okay. So like in like year 8, I want to say fidget spinners became a thing. And what I did was like I decided to order a fidget spinner on Amazon. Because people would rather they'd spin it in the hand or just have it on the desk spinning.
Yeah.
So I ordered it, right? It got there after the trend, and I got fucking scammed. So for some reason, someone thought to on each row of the fidget spinner there was like an action. It was made like a Sophia on the end, so you couldn't spin on a desk. So I just got a fucking refund for that. You know how much that cost? That cost me £3.
Oh, no fucking way.
And then, like, fidget spinners were still sort of like, like, there was like the only thing, there was like a trend. There was nothing else. So my dumbass decided to spend like over £30 on fidget spinners.
I remember I had that one kid that didn't let any trend die, and he's also a collector. So
Yeah.
he pretty much had all the coolest toys, the coolest gadgets. And when he brought in his fidget spinners, he had like those fucking spiky ones. It looked like 3 karambits that spun around.
Oh, yeah.
One of those.
I hate those type of kids. Do you remember when loom bands were a thing?
Oh yeah.
Bro. In my primary school, me and Archie knew someone that like fucking got addicted to them, like not good at all, but they could make them. So whenever there was a kid called Jay as well. He was like sort of new, and me, Archie, and Jay sometimes went over to this kid's house. He was called Charlie. I hate him now. I don't even know why. But whenever we wanted a loom band, he'd make one, and everyone would, for some reason, start flexing the loom band like the CS:GO skins and all. Do you know, in CS:GO you've got your own like how the Karambit's got like its own like inspect thing,
Yeah.
then they're bayonet. Yeah, every kid had their own sort of inspect animation. And loom bands, they're very drug, man. I feel like trends, when you're a young kid, they become a drug.
They destroy you.
Yeah, they do.
If you're not catching up with the trend, you're just not part of the squad.
Yeah, but then when the trend dies out and you like finally have it, you fucking get bullied for the rest of your life.
You're like, that was so 2015.
Yeah, and it's just like January 1st, 2016. Like, it doesn't make sense.
You like just turned New Year's.
Yeah. What did you have? Did you have like a 360 or a PS3? Which one of those kids were
360.
you?
I used
Yeah.
360. I mean, the first console I played was the PS3, but I didn't own it. I died. That's when I was living in an apartment with a bunch of my mom's roommates.
Yeah.
And there was this guy who pull up. You play. Just notify me that TTV Desier is online. Fucking great.
You love to see that.
Anyway. And then there's this guy who had a PS3. And then there was a game, 100 games in one with like all Sonic and like all these like old, like very old retro games. And then there was Assassin's Creed 3. No, Assassin's Creed 2. It was the second one, with like Venice and shit.
Yeah.
And I love the fuck out of it. And this fucking one Spanish guy who was one of the roommates yelled at me because I wasn't old enough to play the game. He was like, "You have your Sonic over there. You should go play that." And I was like, "What the fuck do you mean play Sonic? I want to stab some kids."
Man, those were the days. Those were the golden days. Then the 360 and PS3, man. All the
Yeah.
games coming out.
And it was my communion, and I got my very first 360. And the first thing I got, it was GTA 4, but not just any GTA 4. Gay Tony and the fucking
Lost and Damned.
yeah.
Yeah,
The,
those
oh
were great.
yeah.
I still have a GTA 4 case. I can't remember if it's got a classic on it. No, I don't think it's a classic one. But it's a GTA 4 case. It's pre-owned and it cost me £20.
£20 for the case.
Pre-owned, man.
Shit.
Do you remember when GameStop were a thing? Or did you not have it in Ireland?
We have GameStop, yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. Man, oh no, not GameStop. What am I talking about? Game Station,
Oh yeah.
bro. That shit. I remember my my brother. Like, I can't remember if it was my birthday or not, but my brother bought me a game, right? Sick game, right? And it was a classic, man. It was a classic edition. It was, I think, it was £12, man. And he said to me, "Oh yeah, I bought this because you like playing zombie games, right?" My brother bought me Left 4 Dead, man. The first one, that shit was
That's for
great.
dead.
For the 360, man. When they made games for the 360, they were actually good. Now they're making fucking Battle Pass updates for CSGO.
Fucking cringe. 360 was like the best era of games because fucking there was hardly any money grabs.
Yeah,
Genuine good games that people fucking miss.
man. That was Modern Warfare era. Was
Oh,
Black. That was
I
the
remember
good
Black Ops
Black.
1, dude.
Yeah, bro. That was.
I was sweating zombies on Kinder
Bro,
Toten, dude. Oh.
do you remember, bro? Have you ever had those memories of just fucking sitting in like a public lobby on Black Ops 1 waiting for other people to ready up? Bro,
I
did
remember
you ever
I,
have
oh,
to, like, go on?
I'd always admire the people with the gold skins in COD.
I was one of the toxic players on COD, except, like, I didn't use a mic, so everyone got even more annoyed at me. Because I'd respond in, like, teabag, and that's it.
I was autistic at the time, so I actually just wasn't good at games. So I just get shit on.
Uh, Black Ops 1 was great.
I remember when I got GTA 5 for the first time, I've never felt hyped as much as any other game I did. Because
Really?
it got so overhyped because it took a full day to download on the disc, dude. The two
Yeah.
separate discs for GTA Online as
Oh,
well.
bro. Having separate discs to download games, that's old school, man. That really is. Man, I remember that. Do you ever get, like, COD Ghosts or Advanced Warfare?
Yeah, I fucking hated Ghosts though.
You hate. What do you think of Advanced Warfare?
That's that was a Pog game.
Okay, you're joking.
What do you
Are
mean?
you think Advanced Warfare's good? It had Kevin Spacey in it, and it was also pay to win.
That's the only reason I liked it, because Kevin Spacey.
Okay, you would like that when you were like 12. I don't see why Ghost gets so much shit. It's not even like that bad. I mean, sure, it's trash, but it's not that bad. Like, compared to the newer ones, like Black Ops 4 is trash. Like,
I mean, sure, it's a game and all, but like in terms of like entertaining, it's not really. It's still a game. You know, so it's
yeah.
fairly made, but it's not entertaining to play.
Did you you played Modern Warfare 3, obviously.
Yeah.
Do you ever remember going into a public match on Infected on Dome and camping up at the top with
Yeah.
like strikers or something? That was great. Bro, the striker juggernauts as well. That
I remember since everyone had fucking discs and shit. You know Nico, right?
yeah.
The guy who lives down the road from me. Me and him used to swap out games. Like, I'd give him Aliens versus Predator, and he'd give me
Yeah.
Dishonored on the Xbox in return, and a game. And then after we finished, we'd swap back.
Do you remember? I remember I bought like a 360 like last year or something just to play Modern Warfare 2 again. And I didn't really give a fuck. I only bought a 4K 360 console by like what, 30 quid. So I bought Modern Warfare 2 with it, and Modern Warfare 2 was like 200 megabytes. And like now games are like over 100 gig, and like you only have like 500 gig to a terabyte is like the basic thing. Like, why do people have to like not like compress textures and all that? Why can't we just go back to when games are tiny?
See, compressing textures doesn't make the game look any shittier. It still looks fucking decent.
It's like that's why Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 did so good, because they were small games and they were sick. Go back and play Modern Warfare 3, but I just can't be bothered.
I still have my PS2 hooked up to my TV in my room.
Did you ever play a game called The Warriors?
No, what's that about?
Bro, okay. So it's a game where you are basically like you're in a gang and there's multiple other gangs in like the city. And you have to start, rising to the top of like the gang chain. And you play as different characters in that gang, and you have like a group. You split up into different groups and all that, and you're the leader of that group. And you can like rob, bang, not bang. What am I talking about? GTA 5? No, it's a PS2 game. The robbing banks didn't
Does it
exist.
have the MK2 in it? You fly around.
So okay, somehow I got this messed up. Okay, but in like there was a free roam mode and all that, and you could like rob a jewelry store. You could like go into battles with other gangs and that lot. They were weird gangs. They were like the mimes. There were kids in astronaut outfits and all that. And I remember the sickest mission. There was a mission where like there was a group from each gang that was meeting up, and it was literally just like a fucking Fortnite squads battle royale, but like good. It was so good, man. I recommend getting it. It's a sick game.
I still have
Yeah, it's
in
a
my box
movie
of
as well.
games. I still have Spider-Man 2 for the PS2. Oh, that game.
That's a sick game.
I also have fucking Sonic Heroes, Medal of Honor, fucking Ratchet and Clank, Tony Hawk. It's just the best game.
Okay, so the Warriors, the game that I was telling you about, they were a real gang, and there's a movie about it as well. But I scroll down, is the Warriors based on a true story? And it, blah blah blah. There's a documentary about it, and it says produced by Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey's a producer back in the day.
Holy shit.
This is like fucking. Might as well learn this in history class or something,
I
man.
still have fucking Tekken 5 on the PS2. Pog. What else did I? Dude, Burnout on the PS2. My mom was a gamer back then. She used to play Burnout all the time.
Bro,
Fucking
what was the first ever game you played? Or did you already say it and it's can't?
the
Oh yeah,
Snake game on the phone.
it's not, I mean like I don't mean like oh yeah, what was your first Nokia game? Bro? Like what was your first game on rather like a console or like a computer?
I think on computer, the very first time it was like fuck. It was a really old game. It's like it was like, I think it was Medal of Honor or something like that, but it was on the computer. It was like my mom's ex when I was like 5 years old. 5 years old at the time. He says to me, "Yo, don't touch anything." And then when he goes down to the shop, I hop on. I start killing people, and I like end up doing a full mission for him. Dude, that's when gaming imprinted on me.
My first game I beat, man, it was in this house where I live, believe it or not. And it was on my dad's computer, man. Do you remember how? Do you know how far Doom's come? You know,
Yeah,
and it's like Doom Eternal. I played like I think it was Doom 2. The very first game I played on computer. He sat on my dad's lap. Played Doom 2 when I was like 4 or 5 years old. She was crazy, and then I started learning cheat codes for the game. I learned cheat codes for a pixelated game when I was 7.
think I think the game with the most memories I got was probably Halo 3. Halo was good.
You were a Halo and a COD kid.
Yeah,
I was just a COD kid.
I got Halo 3, Halo Reach, fucking
Reach were the best one, wasn't it?
yeah. I remember I got Borderlands 1 from the Xbox Gold. That was free. Gears of Gold. Dude, I remember Gears of War 3, Bioshock, Rayman Legends, dude.
Bro, so many old. Do you remember the Xbox 360 dashboard?
Oh my god, dude. Remember your fucking avatar in the home screen,
Oh,
your mates.
that was so good.
Holy shit, dude.
Bro, do you remember your account was actually like fucking represented by the avatar you create and not
Yeah.
just the fucking
I
dumb
used to
profile picture?
grind on Halo for so long just so I can get the Halo helmet for my avatar.
Bro, that was like actual fucking grinding. Grinding for fucking looting games. That's not grinding. Grinding to get a fucking Halo skin or something for an avatar. That is grinding.
I was gaming so much, I actually had my mom, she put a password on the Xbox. You know where you can set a time
Yeah.
on how long you can play. I remember one day she was out and I grabbed a notepad and I went through every single combination on the controller. And it's been an hour and I cracked it. I figured out it was left D-pad, right D-pad, X and B, and then it opened. And I never told her. I just had the full fucking access, dude. Oh, and fucking how to steal your mate's games and shit.
Oh,
Where you'd sign in through their account, download their games.
do you
Nico,
still have your 360 account?
no, I sold my Xbox 360, right, to some random guy. And then my mate says to me like a week later, "Yo, I seen you online on Xbox. Why didn't you respond?" I said, "Oh, I sold my Xbox. That wasn't me." So there's probably some guy on my user that's not even me posing as me.
My 360 can't delete my fucking. I use my mum's email
Mm.
because, you know, brain dead kids, we don't know how to use an email at a young age. saved my mum's email, and I think I remember the password, but she decided to deactivate that email. So I had like Modern Warfare 3 gold skins, man. I used the
Oh,
ACR 6.8 or something, man, all the time. Man, I had like gold all, bro. I played so many COD games. I had the 320 gigabyte hard drive, man.
damn.
And then she just decided, you know what, I'm gonna fuck this kid's life up. Bro, I had to start an Xbox One account fresh. I couldn't transfer it, bro. I was start all over again. Everything. No, bro. I had to start a new GTA 5 account. And then on PC, I had to start a new account again.
It actually hurts to do everything all over again, though.
Yeah, from car.
I mean, games I wouldn't mind replaying, like fucking Mirror's Edge, Far Cry 3, fucking.
3 was sick. The villain in that was actually good. Everyone else is shit.
Dude, I fucking hope that Far Cry 6 brings back the feels of Far Cry 3.
Yeah. Far Cry 5 was just not even a game. It was so bad. Did you play it?
I played it, I died. Jesus, dude. Oh, dude, fucking Skyrim on the Xbox 360.
God. Game.
Oh, dude, I lost. Fucking
Bro, I'm gonna go on the Xbox. I'm gonna find my. I'm gonna go on my Xbox 360 account. I remember. My brother also had his 360, but he sold it to my cousin's friend, and it was like it was the account where they had all the games and all that. And for some reason, they decided to delete the account, and they didn't have, so it was gone. They had like no games, they had no anything. They just had an kind of like,
I miss my Xbox. I do regret selling it now.
so,
When I'd like run out of games to play on it, even though I'd be sweating like Battlefield 3 or Saints Row 4, I'd always like hit up Nico like, just fuck about Left 4 Dead, and he's like, yeah, sure.
Left 4 Dead.
The first one, oh dude, it was one of its kind. It wasn't it wasn't good, but I just liked it.
Did you ever? Were we all like? I mean, everyone's gone through this, but did you ever go through like a name changing, like game attack changing phase on 360?
Oh my god, yes, dude.
Same, man.
My very first username on the Xbox when I got gold was Ultimate Glint, and then my mom was a fan of it for some reason. But then I looked over at Nico's thing, and he was part of a clan, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. His username was ARX Killers with a Z, and I was like, yo, that's fucking vibing. And then after like 2-3 years, I changed my name to ARX underscore Angel 1. Yeah, I don't know. I had to put the 1 because it was taken. Fucking unfortunate. Because you get that 1 free
Yeah.
name change.
I can't remember what my first name, but I remember on the 360 I had 3 main names that I can remember. The first one was when I can't remember how old I was. I think it was like I made another account on my cousin's 360 or something, and the name was Mega Master 2004. The next one, for some reason, was Rabbit Killer 94. Then the one after that, where I accidentally just joined a clan. I didn't even know this, but it was Tiger X Demon. I don't even. Apparently, I was doing like a Modern Warfare 3 trick showings on. Do you remember the map where it was like the seaside and all that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on that map with random guys on something. And he said, like, oh, you're part of Tiger Clan. He's gonna fuck us up. And I was like, oh, I'm in a clan? Like, what? I didn't know I was in a clan. Because I chose the name the exact same how they would. I accidentally became part of the clan. Not the KKK clan, but their clan. Crazy. So, Xbox 360 gamer tags were the best.
Yeah, the only reason that's where my fucking Roblox username comes from. ARX Angel. And I'm like, yo, I was young and naive, dude. I literally copied it from my Xbox thing.
I don't remember. I never had a Roblox account on like in the 360 era thing, man. I didn't have one. Man.
Can you believe that there's people that rated Halo 3 1 out of 5?
I was never a Halo kid. I've never been a Halo kid. I played Halo maybe 5 times. Never got it.
I like to call myself the ultimate gamer because I played everything and anything.
Joey, have you ever been on just like the Windows 10 store and realised how shit everything is?
Yeah.
Top 3 Windows games is Roblox and there's Bingo Master free puzzle game. Low slots, free Vegas slot, casino slot. And there's Slither.io. There's Asphalt 9 Legends and there's Deluxe Slots, Las Vegas,
Candy
free
Crush.
casino. There's Forza Horizon 4 demo, which, you know, it's just Forza Horizon so it gets a pass. How the fuck do you add someone on the fucking Xbox console shit on PC?
I remember the fucking days, like, I miss whenever, like, you just be playing a game, and then, like, in the top right, like, your mate just comes online, and you just get super hyped and you want to play with them. I got that a lot. And I also made so many weird fucking accounts.
So,
I'd always have to go to the very right avatar just to get my main account.
making 360 like account and messing with every avatar you could possibly like make was so good. But now if you have an avatar on like Xbox One or PS4, well, you can't even have an avatar on PS4, can you?
Mm.
But if you have an avatar on Xbox One, you seem like fucking like idiot. And you're like, oh, why have you got an avatar? You suck, man. Like, and then they're out here with like a fucking Big Chungus profile picture. And
Holy shit, I just remembered fucking Doritos Crash Course when you fucking went out with your avatars.
that was so good.
Oh, dude, I fucking love that shit. I
So
got the best times than all my mates, and they're fed up with me about that.
That was one of the fucking go-to games. It was so good.
Dude, I fucking miss that shit so bad. This is literally just nostalgia altogether. Missing the good old days.
20 talking about just the golden era game.
Yeah, dude, fucking Tom's older than us. Like, he's probably like nostalging over like the PS1 or his
I have
GameCube.
like a PS just downstairs. I fucking haven't even set it up. I need to.
What was your like main YouTuber you used to watch back in the day?
Back in the day, it was rather Dan TDM or Alia when he did COD, or like fucking Vanos, bro.
Vanos was sick.
He was sick. Now he's just shit. He just puts Uno and that's it.
Yeah. I used to watch Skydo's Minecraft, or Mess Yourself, or The Gaming Lemon.
Bro. There's one video from the game Lemon that I just like can never forget, and it's his Far Cry Valley of the Years one. Because that's the video where he did a collab with Mess Yourself. And I love Mess Yourself in the game Lemon. Now people just don't like the gaming lemon for some reason. I don't get it.
Because he never released fucking Aliens 2 on GTA.
Oh yeah, he never released like the Attack of the Aliens shit, did he, man?
I fucking love that shit. That was so funny, the first part.
Do you remember when he did his like GTA 4 versus Hulk stuff?
Oh my god, yeah. He was actually funny back then.
Yeah, now he's not. Everyone has their own on YouTube. He's had his, and he's still trying to milk it.
I feel like he'd be able to bring himself back if he released the Aliens Part 2.
Yeah, like he definitely would.
That would be like the ultimate fucking revive.
So. How many threats did you get as a kid saying like that someone's gonna hack your account and like DDoS you with their J tag?
Dude, so many times. I even get fucking lads on CS saying like they're gonna fucking track my IP.
But people in CS are just fucking idiots, so they don't know how to do anything.
They open up Chrome and just like Google what's this man's IP.
Yeah. I remember on the Xbox One, and two friends, he's Modern Warfare. I think Modern Warfare 3 is backwards compatible.
Yeah.
Yeah. He went on Modern Warfare 3, and we had a friend say, you've heard us say in conversations the Tom Gore like game chat voice, haven't you?
Yeah.
That's because when he was like not in a game, he was the squeakiest out of us was all. And then when he was in it, like a game chat, he'd be like, "Hey yo, what's up, lads?" He'd put on like a black guy voice pretty much. And then he started talking shit to this kid, I remember. And then this kid like actually had like hacks and that lot. And there was this embarrassing photo of our friend who shit talked the kid who's got him. And I remember the embarrassing photos of him, his brother, and like some fucking random baby, I don't know. And he was like really young. You could see he was like what, 6 or something like that. And then the hacker put a profile picture as the picture of Tom. And then like I remember me and my other friend Ethan were in the party and all that, and we just literally had to hear like our fucking friend say in a really squeaky voice, she start like apologising and all that. And it was so good. Do you remember when did your friends ever get into beef and you had to hear them like apologise? It was so good.
I've never had that. I've only because Nico was the only person I really played with.
Yeah, I get that.
And
I only had like one friend on 360 an hour.
if he'd get into an argument, he'd fucking start shouting at them. Like Nico doesn't take shit from anybody, dude. Even in real life, people are scared of him because he had a fucking knock with a guy, and he punched the guy so hard he busted his knuckle open. Like, nobody wants to fuck with Nico, but I know Nico like the longest. I know him 10 years, and we're both like mates, so I'm the only one that fucks it around with him and like flicks his ear in class, and people think I would like a death wish.
Believe me, man.
He fucking he punches me in the dick so many times. I remember I got off the bus, and he like for some reason he remembers that one day, like last week, I made fun of him. He's like, remember that time you made fun of me? He just fucking falcon punches me in the dick, and I'm in on the ground for like a good 10 minutes before I can even breathe, dude.
I fucking hate kids like that in school. The ones that fucking belt tap you.
Oh, dude, they're fucking pricks, dude.
Bro, I remember because I came up with a tactic. So what I did was I actually fucking I wore bigger pants, like lengthwise.
Mm.
So like where the bit where like it sort of like curves off into the other leg, that was lower than where my actual balls were. So I'd just tap there and nothing would happen, and then they'd think that I'd have no balls.
Yeah.
So I didn't get affected. And then like the person that tried to belt at me would go belt at someone else. So I never got belt out pretty much.
You know, for the amount of shit I talk to Nico, he's like one of my best friends, and like he really only cares like for the best for me. Surprised, like even all the times that he fucking slags me off, makes fun of my forehead. Like I remember I had a black eye one of the times, and he got pissed. He was like, "Okay, you better tell me this fucker's name right now." I remember I said to him, "Yo, Nico, today's our 10-year anniversary." And he's like, "How the fuck do you remember that, you weirdo?"
Yeah, Nico's a very dominant person.
He's dominant, but I know he's a fucking sweetheart, and on the inside, he's very the marshmallow.
100%. He is definitely that burnt marshmallow. Like fucking crunchy as fuck on the outside. When you get on the inside, fucking just gooey and fucking soft. Like he definitely is that.
Nah, but he's
The amount of
he's a
shit
good lad.
that you give him, and he's just like, shut the fuck up, cunt. He's a fucking idiot.
You getting cheeky with. He's great. He's great. Out of like, who's like your main group that you hang out with? It's like pretty much Archie, Josh, and
I went through like two sort of groups. So I went to this. I started going to a high school with Archie, and then like I sort of hung around him pretty much and his friends because I'm trash at talking to new people. Like I cannot fucking talk. So then I was in a science class, and then Billy, who was like sat next to me watching like a demonstration or something like that, at the front of the class, and then Billy just starts talking some random shit to me. I don't know what it was, but this I don't even remember this, but this is what he said. He said that he spoke something random to me. He was like, "Hey, yo, what's mind you?" Something like I don't remember any of this. And then I was like, apparently I was like, "Hey, what's good?" And then apparently we started talking. I do not remember any of this, so I have good reason to think that he's just bullshitting here. And then apparently after that, apparently he like fucking started talking to me a lot and all. But like I then got friends with a kid called Alex. The only reason why he was like, I guess like quotation marks popular was because he could do the robot dance pretty well. I don't mean like pretty well, I mean like he did.
Loser.
No, he was like good at it though. Like he did break dancing.
Oh shit, he did the fucking shuffle.
No, I don't mean he just did the shuffle. I mean this man literally was basically Peter Pan.
Oh, shit.
He was literally, man, that man could fucking. He was like, he was just Peter Parker. That's it. I don't know, man. Do you know how? Okay, so you know how in like, do you know how in Watch Dogs 2, like your character does all this fucking insane part?
Yeah.
He basically could just do that, just for no reason.
Oh shit. Actual
So
Marcus.
yeah, so he was like good at parkour and all that shit, and he was actually really athletic. And I remember I started talking to him, and then through him I met a kid called Aiden French who makes jokes about wheelchairs.
Oh god.
And he thinks it's so funny. And then through Aiden French, I met a kid called Ethan, which is the Ethan I was in the party with watching, well, not watching, but hearing a kid apologise to a hacker. And then I was playing Rainbow, yeah, I know, not good. I was playing Rainbow with Ethan and Aiden, and then I met a kid called Tom. Tom got a game chat voice, that's where it came from. And then I'm pretty sure that is and I believe that this is the first time I met Billy. Billy joined the party, and then we just started talking. And but I remember Billy's old name, man. Billy's name when I first fucking met him on Xbox was XTL Assassins. He was in a clan on Xbox One, and I remember, man, fucking hell. So Tom wanted to be part of that clan as well, and Billy and his friends just kept denying it. They couldn't be in the clan, so never mind. But then from there, I started hanging out with like Billy, Ethan, and Tom pretty much, and then like sort of just moved away from Archie, and I'd still talked with like the Alex and Aiden. But when I started talking to Billy, like Tom and Ethan, that is when my life was ruined pretty much. That is when I became really toxic. Like I'm talking like full on KKK toxic.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and
So is that the group you hang out with now, or?
no, then then Billy, when me and Billy would usually just go outside of like in the fucking playground because there was like massive basketball courts, but everyone just played football, and then there was little
On the
space of just
basketball
concrete.
courts?
No, we just like hung out in a random space of concrete,
Oh.
and then Archie approached us one day, and there was a being there that we did not recognise. This man was Kieran Crossland. And then we started talking to Kieran, and we could tell Kieran could fit in per. He never spoke a single word, I don't think, that day. And then Josh, me and Billy went out one day. Then Archie, Kieran, Josh came out, and then it pretty much just stuck from there. Then we just stopped pretty much going inside and hanging out with toxicity. We pretty much stopped hanging out with the KKK, and then we just started being a fucking 5-man gang. Pretty much a 4-man gang now because we hate Archie basically.
So it's just you lot just kicked out Archie.
Basically, Josh hates Archie. Like, not a joke. He fucking hates him with a passion. Because Archie always thinks that, like, oh yeah, punch someone, funny, haha. He thinks that that's funny. And Josh hates it, so he'd do it to Josh. And Josh would just be annoyed by it. So Josh hates Archie fully. Kieran hates Archie as well, because Archie would pretty much just like bully Kieran. You know, like friendly bullying, but just also bullying at the same time, pretty much. He would do that to Kieran. And then Archie, he just reminds me of like a rat. I don't know why. He just reminds me of like a rat, so I just, yeah, I don't know. And then You know, after seeing what he would do to like just think like, oh yeah, funny combat is funny, you know, it's like slapping someone's funny, you know, like I don't see how it's funny, so I just don't like. It's just cringe. So he's like, you know, not funny, and he's just hated pretty much. You know what I mean? And then Billy also hates him because pretty much I hate him. Me and Billy were basically like pretty much gay in high school. We weren't like dating, we were pretty much gay. Then Archie, Valorant came out or whatever, and then I actually loved playing Valorant. I actually watched like maybe just a bit less than me to get the beta access. I watched like 3 days worth of streams just to get access to the beta. I only played it like twice, and I actually waited like maybe just short of 3 days, and he fucking played the hell out of the beta. He said that he played Omen and Cypher. So that was that. I told him I played Cypher, so he just plays Omen, blah blah blah, whatever. And then that's when we needed some people extra to play Valorant with, because we were not going to be just queuing up with randoms all the time. And this is, I think, Billy installed it as well at the same time, because Billy wasn't a huge fan of it, but he just tried it out. And then that's when we got an invite to Björn's Vibe. And that's when...
What was your first impressions?
I don't remember, honestly. I don't remember the first thing of anything. I don't even know who were in the call I don't know who were in the call. I don't know.
You don't even know how you got here.
No, I literally don't even know if I joined the VC or not. I don't know. Everything I know, everything is just a blur to me, the first impression. And then that's pretty much it. What do you know what happened?
Honestly, no, but I'm pretty sure they all left and it was just you and me. So the charming man that I am, I struck up some conversation.
Oh yeah, I remember like one of our first conversations where you were streaming just Chine,
Yeah.
I think, or something, and we were just talking.
Yeah, we were just talking, and I was like, yeah, this guy seems legit. I'm just talking with Per because she seems in trouble.
In trouble? Why was she upstairs?
Yeah, just
I can't hear
and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. Who's your favorite out of the group?
Okay, which group are you talking about?
Like your group with like all Kira and Josh and Billy.
Okay, probably Billy, because he was like more or less the first one. I mean, like, and I've known Ange for like over 10 years, but I just hate him now. He's cringe. But Billy, like, I mean, he talks a lot of shit. He talks like a lot of shit, but like, he talks a lot, so you can have an actual conversation with him sometimes. But like, when I'm never gonna forget this day. The first time I ever slept over at Billy's, me, him, and Thomas Gall were playing Roblox through 2 or 3 a.m. and we were shouting at little children, telling them that we're gonna shank them. I'm not gonna forget that day. It was amazing, and Billy can have retarded humor. Like, there's a thing that we call the autistic humor, and you might think that that's like pretty much normal humor. No, I mean, like, it's fucking stupid humor. No one should laugh at, and we find it funny. So yeah, it's probably my favorite. That's probably because he's the only like good person there. Well, I mean, Josh is probably second favourite, but I haven't known him as long. Then it's Kieran, then it's Archie.
About
What about
Archie, it's just, I don't know. First impressions of Archie I got was I met him on Bumblecraft on Minecraft, right?
yeah? Is that your story? You just met him. You're just thinking of things to type to perk out, yeah.
So,
yeah.
when I met Archie on Bumblecraft, he seemed like a, just chill lad.
Yeah.
And then I talked to him about VC, but not often. It was mostly just me and some members on there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think when we really wait, I'm gonna go on our combos. I'm gonna scroll up. It wasn't even this long ago.
My first DMs with Archie, I'm pretty sure I just him telling me to join a VC of a server that Josh created just for like Billy, Kieran, Archie, Josh, and me. So I joined the server, and then Archie DM'd me. I remember he said like, "Oh, join VC, you faggot," or something. And I said, "No, I can't. I'm like typing with one hand. I'm jacking off." And he was like, "Oh, okay." That was our first ever DM on Discord.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. He sends me a picture of his abs, bro.
Yeah. Archie has a big ego. He thinks he's like the shit.
So then I sent my abs in return. It's only fair.
Yeah, it's only fair.
I think he texted me first, and it was yo, have you got Black Desert? I said nope. Pog, indeed. And the conversation ends. A week later, he goes, yo. He says, add me to the call. And then I invite him to the server I was making.
Yeah.
And that's when Valorant was coming out, and that's when it,
Yeah.
we really got together again. Fucking. Don't get me wrong, Archie's like a chill guy. If it wasn't for him, I would have met like the rest of the lads, but like, he's funny, sometimes too funny, like, autistic funny.
Yeah.
But like, sometimes you just need to lay it off. I think he's by far the only and most toxic person we have right now. And the most racist.
Yeah, he seemed. Okay, so do you remember how, like, in the early 2000s, how, like, the N word was funny and all that?
Yeah.
He thinks that, like, that's funny. He has, like, early 2000s humor when it comes to, like, racism and sexism and all that.
Even myself, in these times, I feel like I should be frowning upon that word.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, I have said the N word before, everyone has, especially you. We all know that. But, which I rarely say it, but, like, in text, like, I say it a lot. Not like a lot, but, like, just at the start of a sentence, or, like, this nigga or something like that. Think, like, and then something about, like, a dumb person on Twitter. I only say it when it's about, like, something really fucking stupid, pretty much.
I remember I only used to use it for comedic effect, but now I just hate saying it, especially in like big groups of people, because people react to it differently nowadays.
Yeah.
And Archie, he's like cool lad and all, and he just needs to chill out. He's very rude also, and dry.
He is.
And he also...
I've been thinking, right? I've been thinking of like okay, so I've been thinking, right? So you have a bottle of water pretty much at your desk all the time, don't you?
What?
A bottle of water.
Yeah.
Okay, what you need to do if Archie ever joins the server again if and hops into a VC and makes a just dry joke, you can just say just gonna hydrate because that joke was dry as fuck or something. Just fucking just end his career, man.
Holy shit! I feel like he'd be like.
And
he tried to over funny his funny, if that wasn't funny.
he definitely would. Man, I just
The one thing I was like, we're champing about today was not yesterday, pretty much, is bread and Archie. Like, I don't know if you were there, but bread was in a VC with me. Archie, Nico was there, and that, and Izzel. I think that's what his name was.
the I want to kill myself guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just chilling, minding my own business, and then he's like starts picking on me like, "Yo, it's Davey," and then he starts like making fun of me like, "Whoa, you did so much work. Imagine just making 10 channels on the Discord server." He's like saying that I pretty much did nothing on this server, like I'm like lazy or whatever. I don't know what he was meaning for it, but he started getting real cheeky, and Nico noticed it. And you know the way his thing is called bread.
Yeah.
Nico pointed out like, imagine not even being able to spell bread, and it cracked everyone up. And then fucking he got salty. And then the last thing that he said was like, "Yo, do you wanna hop into a server with gamer girls and people that aren't called David?" And then they left, and Archie just went along with them. He
Yeah,
like, wow.
Archie is like not loyal whatsoever. Like I'm literally, if he was rather given the option of rather just like, oh yeah, shoot like a friend that you like fucking pretty much love as a friend that you care a lot about, or just like kill them and gain like or be set for life, he would definitely kill you. Like he would not think about like sparing you a bit. He does not care. Like he's very, very selfish.
Snaky.
Yeah.
I mean, like he for him, he can go on and talk to his mates all he wants, but leaving a guy that he plays with pretty much every single day on a game. Not recently, we've distanced recently because I just don't want to be playing.
Yeah.
But someone that he used to be playing all the time with, just to like go for some guy like he probably like what he talks to him like once a fucking year.
Yeah, no, literally, he pretty much does. Like, I remember Tom Bread, who is called Tom Wild, not Tom Gore.
Tom Wild.
He's called Tom Wild, yeah. And Tom, I'm just going to refer to him as Bread. Bread is friends with a person that's called Alfie Cordingly.
Mm.
And Archie and Alfie Cordingly got into a fight. And Archie tries to deny it, but Alfie Cordingly pretty much beat the shit out of Archie. And Archie tries to say like it happened differently. He still says like, "Oh yeah, no, I got like punched." But I asked Alfie, and Alfie said like, "Oh yeah, he like punched you in his stomach, and you were like pretty much just like on his bed or something." Because this were like a holiday. I think it was on a ski trip or something, school ski trip. And then Archie and Alfie just hate each other, despise each other, and then that's why Archie rarely talks to Bread.
Mm.
And I'm pretty much, just in the middle. Because I've known Archie for a long time, but Alfie Cordingly is also really, really funny. Like, he's just funny.
When I used to play Minecraft with Archie, the things I describe him as, what like literally the image of him I had in my head was funny, entertaining, a good guy to talk to. But now, after recent events, his image of me is snaky, egotistical, and a pussy.
Yeah. Man, I remember like at first at school, he was actually in primary school. He was like an okay friend. Then man, when I started hanging out with Billy and all that, he like actually gave me foresight to like realize what like a good friend is and all that, and realize like, oh yeah, no, Archie is like a dick. Like he really is. Like he thinks that like harm to a friend is funny and all that.
I used a white lie and I told him that I didn't kick him when I did because I just wanted to see what he'd do. But when I kicked him, he didn't even bother coming back. I was surprised because he was one of the first people here.
I feel like that he probably doesn't care that he's being kicked, or he's like, oh, right, whatever then.
I'll just go with my
Or
mate Tom.
yeah, or like,
And
oh,
then
I'll
once
just
Tom
talk
gets
to
bored of him, then Archie
friends.
will just be left.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I'll just talk to other friends, you know. And then he'll rather probably like ask for an invite back or something, or he'll be waiting for you to send him an invite. That's what he's thinking probably.
Should we be just because of that? Since he just expects to be just let back in, should we purposefully not let him in?
I mean, it's just a thing, you know. I mean, like the toxic. He's the most toxic person.
Yeah.
He's the waste barrel of everything. He's like not good. Do you like understand how sort of like Billy, Josh, and Kieran operate? I mean, do you know how Archie is? It's just
Yeah,
trash, pretty
I know
much.
how they operate, and
Yeah,
Archie, even if he left, when he left, Anna just asked me, "Why did you remove Archie?" And
yeah.
so okay, so Kieran is the silent funny, right?
He definitely is.
he has his jokes, but he's also there in the background.
Yeah,
Josh is a smart ass, but he's also good to have around.
yeah,
And Billy's just retarded.
yeah. He's just retarded. Yeah.
So
So
it's all just
yeah.
some good lads in the group.
Kieran
It's
also, I'm pretty sure he knows like a little bit about computers. I'm pretty sure. His brother knows a lot about computers. His brother got that bored he decided to make a code in Python. So if you typed in like a bruh, it would just respond. Like his brother's good with computers. Josh is good with like computers and not like hardware but software a bit, I guess. Billy is probably good with.
I'm gonna
Billy,
drag Anna into the call because she just wanted to. I don't know why she's awake at this time.
for her, it's a lot earlier. For her,
Oh,
it's like
it's
maybe
late. Like 6 or 7, yeah.
7 a.m. Yeah.
Hey Anna.
Hello.
Cool, cool.
Cool. Nice. Anyway, Billy. I don't know what Billy knows a lot about. Billy. He knows he doesn't know a lot about one thing, but he knows a bit about everything.
Like he's stupid, but sometimes he genuinely brings up decent, valid points, which makes you think.
Yeah. Okay, so do you know how in Tarkov how like fucking Prapor has like the guns and the ammunition and that
Yeah,
lot, and the fence has a little bit of everything.
yeah.
Billy's like the fence, and like Kieran and Josh, they're like sort of like Prapor and like a little bit of the fence.
Ah,
That's pretty much them.
I feel like Billy is just like 50% of his knowledge is just useless information that he's never gonna use.
Yeah,
Like the
Like,
reason leaves are green.
yeah, man. The only knowledge I know pretty much is just the Red Dead Redemption 2 story, and that's it. Like, I mean, history, I know a little bit about, like, I know, like, a bit about World War Two, a bit about World War One and all that, but, like,
Yeah.
uh, fuck. Maths, I know, I'm not that bad at maths. English, I don't fucking ask me anything. I hate English. Like, I don't see the point of it. Who's going to be asking, like, oh yeah, could you write me PE paragraph in a fucking interview?
True.
Like, no one's going to ask you that. But I don't know. I have like a lot of useless knowledge, but I guess I like. And the only thing like I have like confident knowledge on is weapons, and that's it.
True.
I'm more of a weapons type of person. Josh is also into like blacksmithing a bit. He knows a lot of history about China. He likes swords and all that.
I'm heavy into guns. That's why I love fucking Tarkov.
Yeah, I mean, like I played PUBG with Billy a lot. Like he was like the main person because he was
Yeah.
like pretty much the only person I played with. And like, do you remember? Okay, so in PUBG, did you play PUBG?
Yeah.
Yeah, how like you picked up at the start of it, you picked up the M4, you didn't have a clue which ammo it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I got used to different ammo types in that game, like 5.56 ammo and like 7.62 ammo and all that. I got into that stuff by PUBG, and I got into like the different density of like helmets and all that for like PUBG and everything like that. So
Dude,
like,
when people say games are useless, when it literally expands your knowledge.
yeah, like it's better. Yeah,
Mm.
'cause he's more knowledgeable than the shit that you do in school by far.
Yeah.
Like it just is. I'm sorry, but if you can tell me now that you're going to need like grade like fucking 8 English stats just to become like a journalist, you're wrong. Like, if someone would probably be asked like, oh yeah, if you've got grade 8, you're allowed in. But then like the next interview, like fucking person comes in, tell me what you know about like fucking history, like, and they don't even need an English degree, and they just get a job pretty much.
If I were to like, if I were to get like hire someone as a historian, what would I would reject the guy who taught history for 5 years, and I would recruit the guy who has completed Assassin's Creed 100% and knows the fucking history of like fucking
100%. Yeah.
yeah.
Like, I mean, it might not be accurate history, but I mean, like, you'd probably mention Ezio in there at one point. You just like probably change his name or something, and they think it's believable or something.
See how much convos we can. We've been talking for an hour and 20 minutes.
Spoke about like what in total, like 4 things maybe. We spoke about like old trends, spoke about
Nostalgia, the people.
nostalgia, friends, and then just like the fucking stupid school shit, pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
trends. Fucking.
jeez, man. So that equals out to 30 minutes. Like, topic how? Nah, life's crazy. Like if you think about it, life is crazy.
With all the things we've been through, where do you think you're gonna end up with the way you're going?
Me, or I'm gonna die alone. I know that for a fact. I just will.
I actually don't think so.
I will. I probably will die alone. Probably
Hear me out, hear me out. It
by
really
old
depends
or
where you're
overdose.
heading towards. Because what are you heading towards right now? Like
And I'm doing astronomy in college, so
astronomy. So you're
yeah,
you wanna go to
I'm
Mars.
doing. Right. Hitting up Elon every day of the week. What about you? What are you doing in college? You decided on it?
It was,
You're still like doing school, aren't you?
yeah, but I already had it planned out for college, like fucking architecture or accounting. One of those two. But to be honest, I'm probably gonna end up being a fucking Twitch streamer, 'cause that's easy as shit.
Man, accountants get paid a lot, don't they?
True, yeah,
I remember my
they handle
cousin.
rich people's money, pretty much.
Yeah, my cousin wanted to be an accountant, and then like my brother was like, "Oh, why would you want to be an accountant? You sit there and do with numbers and shit." But my cousin was like really good at maths and that, so he wanted to be an accountant. But I mean, like he became a drug addict, and then he became clean. He didn't do any drugs anymore, and then somehow he just has his own house now.
Damn.
And he's literally just turned 18 in May, like 15th May or something. And he already has a house, and the legal age to buy property in the UK is 18, so like, doing well.
I feel like once I'm 18, I really need to like gather myself and get out of where I am and just fucking. I'd rather live alone.
But I need to fucking start the adult life early, man. I really need
Same.
to.
Like as
'Cause I
soon
don't
as
know
there's a
about you,
job
but
available, I'm fucking getting it, dude.
exactly, man. 'Cause I don't know about you, but I'm getting things handed to me on a silver platter at the moment, and I'm not a fan of it.
How
Like
much?
my brother's been like a fucking. He's been getting everything handed to him on a silver platter, pretty much. Like literally. Do you want to know how old my brother is?
Wow.
My brother's like 30 years old and he still lives with his parents. He lives in the same house as
He's
me.
like Tom.
Tom's just going to be my brother in the future. No, man. But my brother, though, he was fucking stupid as hell in school and all that. Like, he didn't give a fuck about school. And then, like, my brother learned from his mistakes and then he told me, like, oh, yeah, no, you actually do stuff right instead of wasting your life. And I understand why, man. The adult life needs to fucking get to me somehow, man. I don't know how it's gonna happen, man.
I feel adult life will happen. You actually have shit to do, and like games, like you just don't have time for it, right? Because you'll actually have like repercussions if you don't do those things.
Yeah.
So games will become distant, and you won't be as at your computer as much. That's when the adult life kicks in. But if it were to hit early, I'd say I'd be already looking for a job right fucking now.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't mind like working. Like I remember I had my room. It looks like a prison cell right now, but like a nice one because it's got like I'm surrounded by concrete walls pretty much. And they're all like I had to strip my wallpaper off it, and honestly, I didn't mind doing that just as because I got to listen to music. Like
I
I
remember it
don't
was
mind working.
I remember it was last year when I wanted to make my own money. Like I didn't even care how much I got paid. I worked 6 hours a day for 20 euros, but that was for every Sunday. And dude, they gave me a shovel and some gloves.
We do grave digging or something.
It was like a construction. I was like
Uh,
digging holes for pillars, getting rid of
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. And it was like digging through fucking rocks, dude, with the shitty soil we have. And I'd always come home tired with my red ass hands. And my mom was always confused why I'm always sleeping till 3 when I'm fucking tired. Literally, the day after is Monday morning and I have to go to school instantly.
I barely got any sleep, man, when high school was a thing. I mean, like, I rarely did homework. I fucking never got sleep. I was just tired all the time. Did you ever do homework?
Nope. I haven't done the homework once the year I was in. I'd either make up a good excuse, copy my mate's homework 5 minutes before we get into class, or I
Yeah,
just
I do
take the
that.
detention. I honestly don't give a
Yeah,
shit.
man.
Like, think about it. We have 15-minute detention. If you like don't do work or like show up late, you have 15-minute detentions. And if you get two 15-minute detentions in a row, you have an hour detention on a Friday.
Man.
So think about it. Like, let's say you get an hour or even 2 hours worth of homework. I take the 15 minutes in exchange for an hour. That's well worth not doing the work.
Did you ever did you have a thing called isolation in your school?
Isolation. No.
Damn. Okay, your school one is strict. You're lucky. In my high school, we had a comment system where if you caught doing something like bad or whatever, or like your uniform, your like shirt was untucked or something, and you got a warning and you didn't tuck it in after that, you like just stuff.
Yeah.
If you did bad things or something, then you'd get a comment. If you had 3 comments, you'd get a detention. If you had 8 comments, which was the max, you would get an isolation. Detentions lasted 1 hour, and if you had, I think if you got 2 or 3 detentions, you would get a head teacher's detention, which was 2 hours.
Head
And
teacher.
then
Does he give you a head?
no, it's just you like have to do work for 2 hours, and it's not fun. And then isolation. Isolation's not even that bad, to be honest, but it's boring as hell because you have to you go into school, and then we had like you could go in pretty much whenever the school was open, but then like you could talk to your friend for however long you wanted until school actually started.
Mm.
And I remember I I got put in isolation once, and what you did was as soon as the bell rang for everyone to go to their class, their form as we call it, you would go up to the isolation room, and what it is a one-person booth where everyone would be sitting like just having to do work, like copy out work or something, or write something related to maths, English, science, or something. And you were not allowed to turn around or talk whatsoever. You would sit in silence for 7 hours. Sure, they supplied you with like food and a drink. I mean, it was free, so I mean, I'd never ate anything but chewing gum, so I'd take it, you know. But
You take the isolation just for the free food.
you want to know what I got put in isolation for?
Well,
So there's a kid at our school called Ryan, right?
yeah.
And he was fucking gluten fucking alert allergy shit thing. I can't remember how to. Do you know lactose intolerant, but the gluten version of that? I can't remember what it's called.
Mm.
Yeah, he had that, and then I put a wrapper which had bread on it on his food, and because he was allergic to that, that almost killed him.
Oh
So
shit.
yeah, I mean, I could have murdered him pretty much. But yeah, I got put in isolation for that, and then I got like I was expecting like hard work or some question you would use your brain for. No, I got maths questions like 12 paper math question sheet like double sided. It was literally like 1+1, 2+2, 10+10. It was basically like things that year 3 could do. Like, and that's isolation. You sign science for 7 hours, and school is normally 6 hours. So you would have to wait an extra hour behind school. And if you got a detention or an isolation or head teacher's detention, your parents would be called and notified of that. And then you get asked probably, and then get asked, oh yeah, why were you in detention or something? Then you have to tell your parents about it, man. School's
Oh,
rough.
dude, I had the huge brain plan. I did this for fucking days in a row. Um,
Is that
On I'm at work, nice podcast. Talk to you later.
Yeah, welcome to the podcast.
um, so I usually do this thing where I wake up 7 a.m. My school starts at 8:30. No, 8:40. And as long as I leave my house at 8 o'clock, I make it there in 40 minutes. Because I walk there.
Yeah.
And I wake up at 7. But I hit the snooze. And it takes me 10 minutes to get ready and all that. So
Yeah.
7:50 is when I have to wake up latest. And then one of the times, like, keep in mind, when you come in late, you get a 15-minute detention. Doesn't matter how late you are, you get a 15-minute detention. So one of the days I woke up, I overslept. It was like 8:40 when school started. I was walking towards school and I said, wait, I'm late. I might as well just stay out a bit anyway. So I
Yeah.
skipped like first 2.5 hours of school by just going to the shops, and I'd come to school 2.5 hours late and I'd get 15 minutes detention for it. But it was fine because I missed out like 6 classes. And then I caught on to it, and I do this like day after day, and then I think teachers caught on that I was coming in late, and they're like, "Why are you late?" I was like, "Oh, I overslept," or like, "I missed my bus."
Yeah. Classic excuses. I remember one day when my parents went on holiday during school day, like school week, I'm pretty sure. And then my brother was in charge. My brother's a lazy fuck. I mean, he's 30, he lives at home with his parents. So my mum said, "Oh yeah, rather set an alarm or get your brother to wake you up." Set an alarm, I slept through the alarm, my brother didn't wake me up, and I woke up pretty much at the end of school. And like I walked to the school basically. I think there was like 2 lessons left or something. I walked to the school at like we had a back entrance,
Yeah.
so and I would usually go through there, and I was like just wait. I was just stood there at the gate, and I just saw 2 kids outside from my year, and they were just waving at me. And then I had to walk all the way around to the front entrance, which is like probably like a 5 minute walk around.
Yeah.
And then I literally said to him like, "Oh yeah, no, my bus just like didn't come." Because in the UK, a bus comes like once every like 2 hours. It's trash.
Oh, Dublin bus is like our main source of transport, so it comes every like 15 minutes.
Yeah, our buses suck. So I had to like just make up an excuse or something, and like if I overslept or something, or I was like late because of traffic or something, I usually say like, "Oh yeah, my mum had like a flat tire or something."
They made it so like we use buses so often here that they added charger ports for the first time, and everyone thought that was like groundbreaking for every seat. And then it became
Oh yeah.
the main source of like advertisements, because like just slap on an ad where everyone's going.
Going back to excuses a bit, did you ever like do the excuse for homework where like your mum threw it out or something, just thinking it was a random sheet of paper?
Oh, dude, I never lied about my homework. I said to him, "Oh, I just didn't bother doing it."
Man, I always found a way to like lie about it, man. In primary school, we we had to do homework in year 5, and if you didn't do your homework, then you got a detention. And the detention in primary school was you didn't get to go outside and have fun during the lunchtime. They took away your entertainment pretty much.
Hmm.
I never did my homework, and I missed out on like over 100 pieces of homework in year 5 just because I said like, "Oh yeah, like rather my dog ate it." The most oldest excuse in the book. "Oh, rather my mum threw it out," and they believed it. Then in year 6, we had pretty much DT, so like a massive A3 DT book, and we had to do like homework. We'd stick in like a little sheet of paper telling us the homework task, and then we'd have to do it. And I just didn't do it and didn't care. I swear, man.
Holy shit. I remember we fucking. There's 3 of my mates. None of us did any homework, and we're all thinking of trying to get an excuse. And my mate goes, "Wouldn't it be weird if we all have like the same excuse? He'd think of it as something fishy." And I came up with this master plan. So we all sit behind each other. I sit front row. Then my friend Dean sits behind me, and then behind me sits this Asian kid.
This Asian kid, he should have done his homework then.
I don't know. This is like a fucking 1 in a million times he actually missed it.
Oh,
But he's actually really fucking funny. He's cheeky to the teachers. So, it was me, Dean, and fuck, what was his name? Kian. So me, Dean, and Kian. Sir comes over to the class. "David, why didn't you do your homework?" "Oh, sorry, my dog ate my homework." "Dean, why didn't you do your homework?" "Oh, sorry, I ate my homework." "Alright, Kian, why didn't you do your homework?" "Oh, I ate my dog." We thought it was the funniest fucking thing.
You managed to make you managed to make the excuse of my dog ate my homework racist. How do you feel? You made a homework excuse racism.
Dude, that was the funniest thing I think I ever did about fucking homework. Oh shit. And then there was my Irish teacher. And I have this friend, his mate called Dylan. Funny guy. He was getting cheeky to Sir, and then to the point where he goes, "Dylan, you better watch out or you might get Friday's detention." Dylan goes, "But it's Monday." Dude, everyone I go to the class is a fucking retard.
No. No.
Do you have those guys that like fucking crack up the class by getting cheeky with the teacher?
Yeah, man, there was this one kid. He was called Thomas Aykroyd. He was the like funniest kid. Like he was like he was a road man, but he was like also funny as hell. Like, you know how kids these days, pretty much every like ego kid has a perm, don't they? They got the fucking
Yeah.
little T haircut. Tom had pretty much that. And then in RS, I remember it was like a small RS class that we had,
Mm.
and Tom had the long hair, a long perm. So what he did was we were like, I don't know, doing something with pencils or something, and then he decided to go into his pencil case and he just put pencils in his hair for some reason, and then he started playing hide and seek with his pencils with the teacher, man. Fucking French class, man. I hated my French class because the only person I spoke to in there was Billy. But we were both depressed because we never got any sleep, so we never like spoke. And I remember there was this one kid. He was called Jack. His friend. He's one of the popular kids. And one day he drew a smiley face on the board, and then for some reason that smiley face somehow turned into a dick on his whiteboard, and he'd like fucking making it more of a dick.
Mm.
And there's a brown kid, okay, in our French class. He was called Maheen. He's actually all right, he's decent. He's actually funny and all that. And I was sat next to Maheen, and Oh yeah, I was working with him as a partner because he was like top of the class French, top side of the class, and I was like the lower side of the class because I didn't do French for like 3 years, and this is my pretty much like first time actually doing it. So then I was working with Maheen, and then the teacher said like something or something, and then she said, "Oh yeah, look at Maheen. He looks scary. He was the only brown kid in the class." And then there's an Asian kid. He was called Oliver Chan, and then Miss, the teacher, told him to say the sentence, "I love to pet my dog." And it's funny because he's Asian. And man, a French teacher's just really racist. It's the only reason, man, why it was good, because every now and again she'd make like an accidental joke or something she doesn't even get. It's just racist, man.
Uh,
Oh yeah, I remember as well. Fucking hell. Alfie Cording, the kid that I told you about, that fucking beat the shit out of Archie. Me, him, and Billy were hanging out once during PE, and we went over to Declan. Alfie Cording told us to just go over to Declan, and the one's called Deck H in the server. I hate him. And thingy, Alfie just said, "Oh yeah, follow me," and we didn't know what was going on. And then Alfie said to Declan, "What do you prefer, Twitch or TikTok?" And because Declan has Tourette's, he didn't get the question. He didn't understand it was a offensive joke that he has Tourette's. And then Declan said Twitch. And then for some reason, we all found that funny because he has Tourette's. And pretty much we rather asked him, "What do you want to be called, Twitch or TikTok?" No. He was smart. Alpha Conley's smart with his jokes.
I feel bad for the guy. kind of
The
bad
what guy?
out. Kind of bad out with a dude with Tourette's.
Don't be sorry. He thinks he's a golden boy.
Oh, well, he deserves it.
No, so there's this Twitch streamer called Sweet Anita, and she has Tourette's. And I remember Declan was added to a DM call just for no reason. I don't even remember who added him. No reason. And he said to me, "Oh yeah, you need to shave like the pubes off your face or something." And then I just said to him, "Okay, Sweet Anita." And then he got all defensive and said, "Bro, would you say that to me in a Discord call or in real life?" So like, if you say anything to do with Tourette's with him, he just gets really defensive and all that.
I feel like people would just get butthurt over anything nowadays, and those people turn out to be the biggest fucking assholes.
Yeah, Declan, like, he says like, "Oh yeah, bro, if you get a skin fade, you'll get burgers, man." And that's just because he has a skin fade.
But has he actually gotten any words?
I don't know.
Probably not.
Like, I mean, you remember this fucking skirmish that you hosted and Declan joined? You saw his Tourette's kicking.
Yeah.
Like, fucking hell, man. I remember I was watching you stream, man. I was chilling depressed right now with Josh. And I told Josh about Declan, who was in the game. And Josh hates pretty much everyone except me and you, basically. And Kieran and Billy. He hates everyone else. And I remember man, that game, man. Fucking hell, it was such a shit show. Declan was bottom of the leaderboard playing as Rain and using the Odin. I still can't believe that, man. And then me and Josh just made jokes about it because of his Tourette's, and it was funny.
I don't like making fun of people for something that people can't change unless they're assholes. But like, you know, fat people, right?
Yeah.
Um.
You know, fat people, is that it?
Yeah, they're just fat. No, but fat people, when you make fun of them, they go all offensive, or like it's called like fat shaming. But like, weight loss is a thing, right? What do you think of that when weight loss is clearly a thing, but people just get pull the fat shaming card?
The thing is with like fat people and not wanting to, I mean, they want to lose weight, but the like worst part of being able to lose weight is actually like starting to lose weight. Like they hate like the idea of like working out. I mean, everyone does. If you like not worked out in a while and you start to work out, you you don't like it, and that's what they don't like, and they're very very, like they're very tempted when they see food, cake or something or burgers. I don't know, but they're very tempted when they see food instead of like gym equipment. They'd rather go for the food because it's easier, and they don't want to work out because they don't like it. They're not used to it. It's a change in their routine, and then once changing the routine, then they've got to start having like time management and all that for everything else.
True. We've been talking for nearly 2 hours or something.
You want to keep it going or something?
Yo, I was recording for an hour and 40 minutes. Can I just upload this to YouTube as like a podcast?
Yeah, sure.
see,
Whatever, man.
see if people fucking watch it.
Bro, do you want to fucking make a podcast or something, man?
With the conversations we have and our both sexy voices, I think it'd actually work.
Man, I remember me, Billy, and Kieran thought about starting a podcast, and we thought about calling it the Pogcast. I remember Billy came up with the name, I created the server, and Kieran was just there along with the ride because he thought he was the dictator of it.
To be fair, I couldn't even bear to do a podcast with Billy because he'd just be the only one talking.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much why me and Kieran thought it would be like somewhat okay. Because me and Billy can conversate fine, but Kieran's just like quiet, so he's fine with Billy talking a lot because he means he has to do less talking. But like Billy he rambles on a lot. So I mean, we just never did anything with it. I mean, I made the server. Hang on, let me go down to it. We got the server. Bro, I did some weird shit, man. The roles, what are the roles, man? So I decided to make the role president of podcast, vice president, communist, just podcast role. We furry, privileged, homosexual, heterosexual, bisexual. And I made the role Billy, more like Willie. And Kieran used to have his Discord names Only K. So I put the role as Only K, more like Only Gay. And then I didn't know what to do for myself that was like sort of offensive. So I just put Ben, more like Yen. And then there's the role Uncultured Swine, Worthless, and Prisoner. What is this, man? I don't even know what it is, man.
I remember when it was like first year of secondary school. A group of us made Dark Clan, and Slash.
Yeah.
He was like the main guy for it, and I was their editor.
Okay.
And what he would do is he'd get like epic Fortnite clips that I would edit into like overcool music. And then one of the days we made a Dark Clan podcast. And fucking hell, it was so fucking strange because all we did is just do weird shit. I ended up eating 2 sticky notepads. Some guy squared lemon. Dean ate hot sauce, and then Alex just took a spoonful of salt. And that was the podcast. We didn't even talk about anything. We were just acting stupid.
Bro, that is what you call the shit show, if that's a podcast. Man.
Like, I would like to like genuinely just talk with people if it was something like alongside of this. Or just talking about things.
Nah. The only like pretty much the main thing you need for a podcast is a name, and that's it.
The name?
Names can be rather easy or hard to come up with, depending on like rather who you are. I mean, I've had some like deep thoughts about like just random stuff. Like I've thought of just a lot of stuff. Like fucking hell, man. I just thought randomly where I just do like a one-on-one sort of thing and just call it B&B. You know, B&B bed and breakfast, but I
Mm.
just fucking change it some cheesy shit like bed and Ben or something. Some shit like that, man. I just think of weird shit. Just some sort of thing like abbreviation could be used differently or something like that. Or like if me and Bill were to make a podcast or something, or like me and you or something like the Ben and Bjorny podcast or something. B&B, yeah, who knows, man.
Yeah.
You know, there's or we can have, you know how like a D&B, you know, like it stands for Dave and Buster's, or like, you know, Dave and Ben or something
My
like,
very first thing, my very first YouTube nickname was DB YouTube, which is my initials DB.
which is
And
where you got your Spotify account name from.
yes.
Yeah,
And
I
people were
would
like,
have
why
said.
do you have YouTube in your name when you're on YouTube? And I was destroyed because even I didn't fucking know. And my logo was DB with like a paint splatter over it. I don't think I have it anymore. But it was that. And DB was everything. DB, DB, DB. So if we would do anything remotely close to DB, I just get flashbacks. But
Man,
I mean, the Pogscast, that was actually like it got a little ring to it.
yeah, I mean, like, that was the only reason why that got, like, attention is because this was in, like, the phase where pretty much we said Pog, and it was, like, you know,
Yeah,
a normal term and everything. And then fucking me and Kieran started talking about maybe doing a podcast or something. And then Billy just came in and you know, like, Kieran put, like, in chat or something like Pog or something, that Billy's eyes must have just enlightened or something, or
yeah.
his third eye and saw the, like, Pog and Cast, Pogcast or something like that.
Mm.
I don't know, man. But like ever since you felt like fucking said podcast, I've thought of words that sort of sound like pod and then just put cast on the end. You know, like thoughts cast. You know, that's just how I got that, which is not good.
So my little like people either refer to me as Bjorn or mostly Bjorny now because I
Yeah,
literally revamped. Um, I feel like everything should be associated with Bjorny, like Bjorny's Vibe Discord or like Bjorny's Vibecast. What do you say? Bjorny's Vibecast.
I mean, like, it works, I guess. I mean,
Okay,
it
okay, I scratched the idea then because I'm not feeling confident
it,
with oh it
it,
works.
it doesn't roll off the tongue as well as sort of like other things, other podcasts. You know, like there's, you
Just
know,
miss his
Joe,
podcast.
there's the Joe Rogan Experience. There's Cold Ones. You know, there's
Yeah, but Cole's a ripoff.
was it Humor with Depression or something? I think there's a podcast called that.
Okay, you know what? Let's go into a bit of a brainstorm.
Just like how Team Infinity was made and then destroyed.
Okay, so let's think about this. You know, huge brain.
Okay, so we're gonna be doing a podcast. Who is going to be in it first of all? That's what we need to know.
Who do we not want in it? Because of course we'll have guests and shit from time to time that may want to join.
I'm thinking that we have Tom in it because Tom, I don't know,
Tom's gas. He's fucking funny.
yeah,
Not that Tom.
he's gonna be
Our
like,
Tom.
yeah, our Tom. He's gonna be like, he's gonna be the one that makes jokes. We're just gonna talk.
Yeah.
He's gonna make jokes about everything. Probably get like hate from
He'll just
like the
probably
like
he'll like take
BTS stands.
he'll take words out of context and just
Yeah,
make it funny.
I feel like we'd probably, if we could do it, like me, you, and Tom, me and you probably make the subtle like jokes just like every now and again. Tom would be
Mm.
probably like just jokes pretty much only. Um,
Bjarni and Ben sounds like BB Cast. Or should we just go like... Oh, wait, I have an idea.
Okay. So, are we having Tom or not?
Yes.
We are. Okay, so put Tom down.
Okay, yeah, we'll have Tom down.
I mean, we can't have it guaranteed, but like XX Hypercast, XX Poggy, that sounds like some sort of like Fortnite kids like description review of the fucking HyperX podcast, Mike. You're just coming up with like gamer tags now, aren't you? What are you, Julius? What are you on? XX. That's a podcast. XX. Hey guys, welcome back to the XX Arctic Killer Sniper XX podcast. Today's video, we'll be talking about intervention in Modern Warfare 2. What is you talking about? Steven's podcast. Oh, is he just going to be Steven? You can't.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what you need to do?
What?
I sent you a video in DMs, right? Did you check it? Because it's Johnny Sins' channel. He's a pretty good channel.
Sins.
He has a
Oh,
YouTube
yeah.
channel. He's actually good, man. He does super hot VR. Did you know that his real name was Steve?
Good morning.
Steve.
You would not think it, you know. You would not think like he's been known as Johnny Sins this whole time, and he's just got the generic name of Steve.
I'm gonna show you guys
Just a bald guy called Steve. That's his real name.
calculate all the calories.
It's as if Agent 47 was actually a chill guy.
Yeah, it literally is.
Carb percentage.
Johnny Sins is buff as hell. He pretty much is the Agent 47, but actually like chill.
You know, I've never thought porn stars would be chill until I met Johnny Sins.
Bro, Johnny Sins is one of the most chillest guys you could probably get.
Really need to be
Sure, his voice is a little bit annoying, but I mean,
great lately, and I want to
bro,
get
how much you want to bet he's gonna make his own podcast one day?
He's gonna make his own fucking company.
Bro, he could make a podcast
It's as if
with
like
porn
fucking.
stars as the guest. I've just given him a great idea. Yo, Johnny Sins needs to hit me up, man.
I don't think it should be named after anybody because if one person drops out or
Yeah.
something in the long run, it just ruins the name.
Yeah, I mean, Tom, like, he's 20, man. He probably isn't gonna have time to be doing it like full time. I mean, we're not gonna be doing it full time either. But like, he's not gonna be there all the time. You know, he goes to uni and all that. Like,
Yeah.
he
But he's
has
here
to
most
pay.
of the time, you know.
Yeah. I mean, man, I saw him. He was sitting in Gaming 1 in Tarkov, man. Do you know when you left? He was sitting in there Gaming 1 in Tarkov by himself, man. He bumped the server in there by himself. He was in there for a while. That was like a war.
Okay, how about Pogcast?
I mean, we can pretty much just take podcast. I mean, like, we can just take that. I mean, it's nothing is pretty much there.
You wanna just freshen up Pogcast but give it a revamp and revive it?
I mean, if you want, I mean, no one's using it as a podcast. So you know, I mean, podcast is pretty much the only one that we thought of, and it came from Billy. So that's not good.
Can Billy sue us if we made up a name?
No, no, he wouldn't have no right. So I mean, he would have like, oh yeah, I made that. But, you know, you stole it from me. But like, other than that, he'd have nothing.
True.
I mean, I remember a story. Thomas Gall was in an argument with Billy once, and Thomas Gall said that he would make a definition of weeb on Urban Dictionary, and Billy says that he's not a weeb. A lot of the time, he tries to deny it. So Tom was going to use an example of Billy as a weep, and Billy literally decided to threaten to get law involved because it involved his name. So, yeah, if you try to steal something from him, he's like, yeah, but it's mine. And all that. He'll keep saying it's his, but I mean, there's no proof.
Should have trademarked it, bitch.
Yeah, I mean, there's no proof that it's his. I mean, he could. They're just allegations that they're his.
True.
Actually, no evidence that it is. So, Pogcast is a thing.
Alright. That's it for today's podcast. Thanks for everyone watching. We've hit the 2-hour mark.
Have you just been recording this?
I've just been recording like the last 2 hours of our conversation.
Now you've recorded this, but now we're gonna have to think of a name. Now we're actually gonna have to think of a name. You know that, right?
What podcast?
Yeah, the podcast name. We're not just gonna release this as like podcast episode 1.